Hello, hello, you beautiful soul. Wow. Can I just say wow? I gotta say wow, because this energy that I was sitting in, this is a message for a powerful, anointed healer, sage I was hearing, um, wisdom keeper, an anointed one. You guys, Spirit was saying that you kickstarted somebody's heart. I just saw 4-4. Okay, you might be seeing 4-4. Tell me why. So, Spirit was like, you kickstarted somebody's heart and also yourself, right? And this was a divinely aligned happening, right? Something that was destined to unfold throughout your experience. And holy, holy moly, the wildlife was wild and lifing when I was sitting in this energy. I'm talking every bird that that was in town came over. 1, 2, 3 as I looked up. Every bird in town came over to my neighborhood and was singing, and sirens were going off. It was happening. Things are happening. But at one point, there was a person who came into your experience that you and them both manifested, is what Spirit was saying. Spirit was saying that this is the type of person, and you'll know that you'll resonate with this and that this is for you, and this is the person that you're dealing with, because this is a person who is deeply devoted to serving God, source, universe, spirit, mama, papa, whatever you want to call it, right? Like, this is a person who mirrors your devotion to all that is the truth, right? um Whoa. Like, so I was really not wanting to kind of go here. I feel like that was part of the reason, because then the hawks came in, because I was sitting here and Mom was like, you got to do this message. And I was like, I don't want to. And she's like, you got to. Then the hawks came in and they were screaming at me. I just saw 244 when I looked up, screaming at me. And I was like, dang, fine, right? Because this hits home for me, right? Like, this hits home heavy for me, because last year, it's been about a year maybe, I felt into this energy. And mind you, at the time, I was still married. So I, and with who I thought was my twin flame, cluelessly and hopelessly devoted to just an untruth, is what Spirit's just saying, an untruth. So I was already feeling and sensing some like dissonance. And Spirit led me to share my experience because this could help somebody. And that is always my goal in using myself as an example. And boy, does Spirit like to use me as an example. And that was another thing about the deep devotion, is that you and this person both are so deeply devoted to your mission here, right? It was like you both are either naturally inclined or have been trained to ask Spirit, ask Mama, Papa every day, how may I serve you, right? In every moment, how may I serve you? Work through me, And woo, so I was in that energy where I was picking up this message, and it's somewhere within a year ago. I posted about how there was these sacred unions that were aligning, and I cluelessly just assumed I was already like there. I was like, oh, cool, I'm here and I get to just help these other people through it. Not realizing that I was one of the people I was helping through it. right? Like spirit was working through me because I'm like, how may I serve you, spirit? Like, how may I serve you? And spirit's like, oh, you're getting ready to serve me, all right. I did my fair share of serving, you know? So I was like picking up on this energy, not realizing that I was going to be going through it myself. So um, I began to move away from the untruth and seek the truth of the matter, the situation, right? The truth of my soul. And it activated for me the courage to stand truly in my inner knowing, right? So that began a process in which I, separated from my husband at the time. So in that, I still had this knowing that something big was going to happen, right? Something major, and that I was going to be meeting my soul, you know? And because I wasn't, you know, I was still married, I wasn't looking for a person, I was looking for truth. So that's what I was getting, is that this person and yourself were both in a position at some point, either last year or this year or whenever. I mean, it could be whenever. But I was really picking up like this has happened within the last year and a half to 2 years. And these true like sacred unions are like, I'm just seeing like reunions. It's already a sacred union of the soul, but it's like being made manifest here in the physical realm. And so it was like two two people, right, seeking soul, seeking truth, and it was like you both like jump started each other's heart, like there could have been, oh, email confirmation, there definitely was on one side or the other a electric feel, um like something that was palpable. 737, you could be seeing that number as well, like your energy colliding with theirs in a way that was unexpected, cre- caused um like physical like physical symptoms, kundalini activations or kundalini surges. um and so spirit was showing me this way of like this negative force and then this positive force, I guess, is kind of the way it was, like two things that were meant to work in harmony, right? Two people, two beings that were meant to harmonize, right? And they were like the same, it was like the same fork, and one was just like a little bit too far this way. Like maybe one was like super in the mind, definitely one was super in the mind, like the logos energy, and one was like super in the other, like in the heart, like just so pouring out of the heart, no proper containment is what I was seeing. Like the other one is like super rigid in their structured beliefs and all of this. And then it was like whenever you guys met, oh, it just like sparked this. I was hearing that song Electric Feel. It like activated. uh I was just hearing like that sound. It was just like bam, or just like a collision, but an activation of soul, of mirrored. um I'm hearing polarity, like, so this person and you both were not in a place where you were necessarily looking for what you found, right? And it was all in divine timing, right? Because whenever you have encountered this person, it's like spirit just show me like huge like recalibrations to the point where you both become balanced and you're not um working too much from the heart or too much from the mind. And like the your eagle of the north and your condor of the south come together, they meet, you know, in a middle balanced harmonious field. So in order to create that field, these two forces like come together. 1044 is all good. You could be seeing 1010, 44, 444, or 4444. Lots of fours, lots of tens. And it's just so beautiful. I love this. Um, so it's like just harmonizing, right? And learning to just exist here, knowing that this other like piece, I guess, of the field, of this harmonic field that you're holding is doing its part to recalibrate, you know, so that you can hold this harmonic field, however big or whatever, in whichever way that your soul came here to do. So, whoa. So what happened, Spirit was saying that like whenever you first encountered this person, there was like this huge activation and also triggering, like major triggering, because you reflected to them each and every place and thing that they like any distortion within their field, right? And I was sensing this energy of like you guys triggering each other and like trying to be cool, trying to play nice and stuff, but like, you know, really just triggering each other, but not being able to be upset with the other person really because it's just your own stuff, you know, that you need to face. And so and there's also like a shock to the system, right? On both sides, like a shock on a soul, like on a soul level, but spirit was saying like a cellular level. And this is what caused like the electric feel, the palpable, like visceral experience that they had in their interaction with you, no matter how big or small. So spirit was saying like major light body activation on both sides. And whoa. So another thing that I was hearing was about music. Okay, and this is like this was about like resonating with the same music or having like some type of the same vibe, right? And there's something really powerful about each other's voices. Like this is a person that you have spoken to. You've heard their voice and you know um like you know their signature, their frequency. It's familiar to you. And I was also getting like with the music thing, like you could be artists yourself, you know, like singers, musicians, dancers, like any way that one could connect with music and express, you know, what it makes you feel or what you're channeling through in whichever way that you are, you know, naturally able or gifted in. And I was hearing that it was a matter of you resonating and like, oh, there's a hummingbird. Hey. Resonating with um the heartbeat of Gaia. That's so sweet that the hummingbird came. this is so like such a beautiful energy. But the reason that like I wanted to wait and really have a clearer understanding of what spirit has been guiding me through this whole time. Um, yeah, I just wanted to wait because I feel like I don't want to steer anybody wrong. It's a huge responsibility. But I was hearing like Christ codes and Sophia codes, right? Like this is something that is so much greater than just your person, like your character, your, you know, whatever. And this is like mission based. This is like soul work things is what I was getting, like galactic, cosmic, like stellar vibe. 1616 is like a like like lifetimes and lifetimes is what I was hearing also, because the song, whenever I was sitting in this energy, I love Otis Redding. I love Otis Redding and Al Green and many other like soul musicians and vocalists, especially. And this song, I've Been Loving You for too long, came on. And I was like, oh, I was sitting in this energy because I understand what it is to love like everything, all that is. And like from that place that there is no end, you know? And it's like this person realized that you love and they love because it is, right? And it's been going on for so long that there's no need to stop now, you know, is kind of the point of the song. And that's what he's saying. He's like, I've been loving you for so long. Like, I'm not going to stop now, right? Like, this is something that where spirit's like, it's so much bigger than just like this one lifetime, you know, like it's so much bigger than just who you are right now in this body. This is, I don't have a word for what it is. It just is, right? It just is love. It just is love, right? And that is your mission here amongst many others, you know, but Spirit was just saying that holding this harmonic field, holding this stabilizing is what I'm hearing. Stabilizing this field and this grid is part of your mission here, period. Right? And a lot of it is repatterning and recoding with the original Christ and Sophia codes, this reality, you know, just like one now moment at a time. And that was the reason why I personally, and many others like that, so many others that I've encountered, either their marriage strengthened in this last 2 years or it fell away. The ones who are truly about their mission woke up to the fact that they were devoting themselves to something that was no longer serving them, right? In their mission. Because this is mission based souls. Anyways, wow. I love you so much. This is so beautiful. And if this resonated with you, you already know and you can feel it and you see the signs. They don't stop. This isn't going away. It doesn't go away. No matter what you do, it won't go away. That's been my experience. Trust me, I've been trying to like push it away. And then there are times where I'm like, come here. And then I'm like, no, stop. And then I'm like, what are you doing? This like fight with myself. Like, why am I fighting myself? I'm not. I love myself, you know, all of it. And in whichever way it wants to experience all that is or what is, you know. So I love you. I love all of you so much. And I'm just so insanely blessed and proud to like be able to like share, really, to be able to share and reflect your own knowing back to you, right? Like, that's huge. That's stellar. And you're stellar. And you're worthy. And you have been so deeply devoted to what is, you know, that it is being reflected back to you, just like internally. Just an infinite loop of love. So I love you. Bye.